All right. I think we got in. I hope. Hope it's all working. So weirdly, the game was up before 9 o'clock today, in which you could actually queue into. We hit queue at about 8:55, 8:50. It had a 48-minute queue, but then it accelerated pretty quickly. So I think we're all good. We ran a poll yesterday on which class to play between the Druid and the Necromancer, to which people picked the Necromancer. So if you played closed beta, you would have had your characters from last week and your items from last week. If you're just starting open beta for the first time, then you obviously don't have any characters. But I'll be checking chat on YouTube and Twitch. So you can play Druid and Necro. You can basically play all 5 classes this week. This week is Druid and Necro. I think we're going Necro because of the community poll that we did yesterday. I actually really want to try Druid, but here we are. So let's get into it. I know people are waiting and watching. Can you change the difficulty when we want? I didn't try in the game OD, but I just did it based off of like I did veteran mode because it seemed it's not that bad, to be honest. Whoa, that's kind of... I'm just going to go with one of the presets instead. You could play hardcore. I'm not going to. Boring name. I can't even... I don't know. I can't even think of a name. I'll just do my last name. So here you can pick your tiers, world tiers. I'm gonna go world tier 2, just for more experience, more gold. It's a little bit more challenging, but not too bad. So let's get going. I know people want to see the action.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind.
I need to change the resolution.
It was forged as a refuge.
So I'll fix that in a second. Sorry, chat.
The high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
You should be able to quest with other people, OD. If you find them, I think you can like inspect and or try to play with them. So it's possible. World, we're playing on PC. But I need to change the resolution on my on the game. Kinda got excited that we got in so quickly. Got it, Toyota. Just letting the cutscene play out in case people didn't see it last week. The other benefit to
I should find better
of playing
shelter
last week is
before I
that
freeze.
oh, that's right. Okay, the other benefit of playing last week is that I have skills already because like you get them from renown and all that stuff. So I actually get to be slightly ahead. I was like, why do I have? I guess maybe you also get raised skeleton off the bat for necro because you don't get any skills normally if you start from 0. I don't know what's good. Hemorrhage, burst an enemy, decompose. Let's go for bone splinters. We can always change this pretty easily, so it's fine. We'll raise the skeleton. Oh, we can't raise the skeleton, obviously. Duh, necromancer. We need to kill something. And then we'll raise one. Oh, the corpse stuff looks a lot better than in the past. Also, it only looks like the cutscenes are showing the black bars on the side, so maybe I'll just leave it. Also, I feel weirdly sure. It's probably because I'm not supposed to have this skill yet. I was to say this beginning part shouldn't be this easy. But hey, here we are with 2 skills already. And what I mean by that, if you guys are curious, is as you get through Fractured Peaks, you'll do different things and get renown. And then as you get renown and do these things, you'll get, you know, bonus skill points, potion charges, etc. So hopefully the audio is better this week too, because I think we adjusted the mic and all that stuff. So
Everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
apparently Necro and Druid are supposed to be S tier according to the closed beta folks, but just so you know, Andemi and Rohin, I had a 48-minute queue, but then it accelerated pretty quickly. It went from like 48 to 15 minutes. So
I'm sorry, Wanderer.
I would say like it's definitely better than last week. Last week was pretty tough.
This madman just stumbled into town and
Gabriel
started
says you can
causing
change
trouble.
the difficulty on statues you find in the map.
Spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
All right. The minion looks
There is
pretty
evil
good
staring in
too,
the ruins to the
compared to
north.
like, dude, if you
That
compare that to
poor
Diablo
young
2
must have
or
gone
Diablo 3
inside.
even, my man's is glowing
Even the
and he's got a
whole
helmet.
team was driven mad by whatever he saw.
For
you
Necro, what do you
protect us
build?
from
Heal and
whatever is
int?
out there?
I don't know yet.
We have nowhere
You know,
else to
new
turn.
game, hard to say.
Evil is gathering strength in those ruins.
I don't
will
know,
bring it
man.
to
You always just build crit hit and crit hit damage, right?
Oh, thank you.
And then just like be tanky, have like stamina and all that fun stuff. We'll just like level Bone Splinter all the way. We'll see which better. It has a 20% chance to make enemies vulnerable, or hitting the same enemy at 3 times with the same cast of. Yeah, we'll go critical strike chance as we just joked about. Can you do more than one? We'll find out. I don't think it says how many you can. Oh, maximum 4. All right. I should probably pick up that buckler. Look at my tattered shield. It's got holes in it. All right. It's the same. This buckler's the same. I mean, like, look at my skeletons compared to the normal skeletons in the ground. I would say mine are much stronger and like aesthetically pleasing. We are leveling at a very quick clip. All right, we can get into second tier. So you got Bone Spear, a classic, Blood Lance, that's new, Blood Surge, Blight, Sever. Oh man, I'm tempted to. I want to try something new, even though Bone Spear is such a classic. Let's throw a Blood Lance. Why not? Let's try that. It's so weird, Slayer. So like, the game was up before 9 a.m. Pacific today, meaning that they like kind of hedged and they like knew that like people were gonna be queuing. So like, they almost like started the queue before just like 9 a.m. like they did last week to probably alleviate problems they had last week. So far it's smooth. I don't want to jinx it. We might get kicked at some point and hopefully we don't get back in queue, but they did, you know, come Saturday, Sunday during the closed early access, it got a lot better. Thursday and Saturday and Sunday were great. Like 1 minute queue times. Friday was the one that was pretty bad. But you know, Rod Ferguson came out, I think in a Eurogamer article, and he kind of said, you know, the reason why they built in queues is, you know, not only just because of the server load, but also because during those times they're troubleshooting, and so they'll always add more time to the queue as they're trying to like basically fix the game in real time. But we'll see how the open beta holds up, because there's going to be a lot more people this week, obviously, playing the game. You know, on multiple consoles too, not just on PC, which is what we're playing on today. But so far, we haven't used this skill here yet. That doesn't look as cool as my bone splinters, but this is the blood lance there. Also, because we played last week, I'm gonna be able to put some gear on once we get to Kyovashad, which is the main first town you get into, which should make things a bit quicker. So we'll probably be able to level up pretty quickly, which is nice. And then I know, like, also, I don't know if there's any returning viewers from last week, but everyone was saying, oh, it's kind of feels slow, and you know, that's how it's always going to be in an ARPG when you have like no gear and you don't have any like skills and all that stuff yet. But I will tell you, by 25, it pretty ramps up pretty quickly. I can't speak, but it's pretty fun. And if you want to see some like level 25 rogue stuff, we can do that. I have level 25 sorceress as well. Coda saying that they wish they had the monk in here. If you like the melee combat of monk, I would say try the melee version of rogue. It's kind of similar in a way. The only downside is I haven't tried like all the tanky stuff that a monk could do, you know, with cyclone strike and like all that stuff. But in terms of like the kind of like frenetic, fast-paced, close, kind of quick action, the rogue might give you that. Will GS coverage include patch notes analysis in the future? We generally do that in news, or we'll report on the news in terms of the patches. We don't necessarily always deep dive on the patch notes. But you know, if there's interest and people are enjoying our Diablo streams, you know, I'm an avid fan. I've been since, you know, Diablo 1. That was kind of like one of my first games as a kid playing on PC. Shout out to my cousin Vincent, who is not going to hear this, but he was the one who actually showed me Diablo 1 way back in the day, as well as like Wing Commander and like Warcraft. So I owe it to my cousin, really, who got me into PC gaming. And Diablo 1 was so fun because, like, you know, for anyone that played, I learned how to do that, you know, the potion dupe. And it was just like having fun duping things and, like, you know, destroying monsters and demons and Staff of Apocalypse and King's Sword of Haste and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we might not do deep dives into the patch analysis, but we'll definitely be streaming the game when it's out. And, you know, if it's something that people enjoy, maybe it's something we do weekly, or maybe I can sneak it in as like a lunch stream or something. I have 31 to 33 minutes. Yeah, I mean, just wait. If you're lucky like I was earlier, maybe it accelerates. It wasn't like a true one-to-one like it was last week. Last week was very much whatever your timer was, that's what it was. Don't forget Baldur's Gate. That's a good call, Richard. Full honesty here, I did not play Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out, though, which is, I believe, this year. I think, is it June or August? I don't remember exact date, but it's coming out this year, which is cool. I know a lot of people are excited for that one. Being done by the fine folks at Larian Studios, who've done the Divinity Original Sin. Oh, also, please tell me if the gameplay audio is like too loud for you guys. This is kind of the first encounter. Some of the beta sound effects are kind of like loud, so it might be a little bit spicy. So tell me if it is, and if it is, we'll try to adjust for it. Okay, that was way easier than normal, only because we're geared right now. Or sorry, we have those extra skills right now, so that's kind of why. Also, let's see. We can enhance our blood lance. It pierces through enemies. Or do you guys want to see more skills? We can also just not, like, I think it's good to synergize your skills, but you know, if you want to see more stuff, then we can do other stuff. Because I don't know. I didn't get to go play Necro in closed beta, so I don't know much about this class. For now, I'll just keep going down the chain, and then we'll see what folks say or think. Yeah, Coda, hey, you got the whole weekend. I say try if you have a preference from what you've played before, I can kind of maybe give you some guidance in terms of like who might fit your play style. But really, the open beta is there. They made it so that you could change all your skills like really easily. Oh, it's a two-hander. Okay, gotcha. Okay, you can easily refund your skills, so you know you can try each class and get through the skills pretty good.
Truly.
But yeah. Michelle can't wait to try the Necro. Gonna save Druid for release. Yeah, like I mean, try all the characters you want. There's a level cap of 25.
We haven't any coin to offer, but we have hot stew, good company, and
Stay for a pint.
They want to get me drunk.
taste of the stew. We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior.
Does the Sork have the Wizard's Beam? Yes, Enerblade. Something similar. Not like a beam, but they have something called Incinerate, which basically does something very similar. Jackson, my PC is not great, like anything crazy. It's got like a i7, I think 13,700 in it, or yeah, and then like a 2080 Super. So nothing crazy in this one. Just at home right now. I think they made it so that you could play it across a wide range of stuff, so I don't think it needs too much. 26 minutes for Zach. Hey, those queue times, folks, for those that weren't here last week, that's nothing compared to last week. Some people were saying 60-minute queue times, 80-minute queue times last week, so this is like, you know. Alex, I'm not sure. Necro seems fun so far. Necro seems really strong, as Will H is saying. I like I said earlier, I heard from someone that was playing closed beta that Necro and Druid are apparently S tier, but we'll have to see. I'm tempted to that CPU's beefy. Yeah, thanks, Butter. I guess it is actually, but I mean it's still like 2 years old, I think. All right, I'm skipping this. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go fight. Let's do some things. And we are. Again, I just want to say we have that extra skill, which is like helping us quite a bit. So if it seems like I'm leveling really fast, that's part of why.
That was all of them.
All right, we can get Bloodlance 8 times. Your next cast of Bloodlance is guaranteed overpower. Overpower is apparently really strong. While at least 2 enemies or a boss are affected by Bloodlance, you gain 15% attack speed. Huh. Seems pretty good. Let's do that, because getting 8 times cast seems kind of long.
Madman. Those heretics.
Crusader and Monk were best. Hey, I'm with you, Christian. I was a Monk main D3, and then I was a Pally main in D2 for the most part. Crusader was fun too. There was like a certain build that I really liked with Crusader in D3 once they kind of got more set items out and stuff. Yeah, Will H said last weekend's start a beta, 70-minute plus easy. Yeah.
They must have fed them to me.
Yeah, open beta this week, free for everyone to try. Don't need a pre-order this week compared to last week. Last week early access was pre-order.
They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Let's get the chapel key. Okay. Knock on wood, chat. Last time we were doing this stream, that's weird. I got to this specific cutscene in the chapel. We finished the cutscene and then I got booted. I'm gonna really pray here, funny because it's a chapel, that we don't get kicked. Good luck to us.
Is this real?
First timer tips. If it's first timer, don't play veteran. You know, just like enjoy your experience. I would say synergize your skills or just try things if you want, and then you can refund pretty easily. Other than that, just have fun. I think on non-veteran mode, you shouldn't have too much issue, really. If the black borders on the side bother people later, tell me, because I can change the resolution, but it seems to only be doing it on the cinematics. It's because I'm in like a windowed mode. That's probably why. So don't think it's because of the game. It's totally my own resolution. I'm gonna shut up during this cutscene because it's like advancement's been pretty good.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Yeah. Sorceress with Hydra is really good.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Kieran, the timers are going quicker this week than last week, so at minimum it's whatever it says, but it might accelerate.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
Butter Golem, that cinematic is basically the equivalent of your kind of in-between acts. They've done a really good job of weaving these cinematics throughout your story playthrough. So you'll see a bunch of these as you play through it, like on kind of like the major story beats, which is like really nice and cool. Zach Franklin with a good tip on the on capping your frame rate to not like fry any 3080s. There was also a Nvidia patch yesterday that came out for Diablo 4, which should also help. Kieran, the queue time, if it's long, it should be 1-to-1, if not better, as I mentioned earlier. So you just wait it out, don't leave, just wait it out, and then you'll get in, just like I did earlier. I had a 48-minute queue that like all of a sudden I looked back and it was like 16 minutes. So.
Help them.
Joey, we talking Kerrigan?
They welcomed her like a mother.
Mother.
Mommy Lilith.
It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast.
Butter Golem, you have to remember though that this is beta. I also haven't seen the end of an axe scene. Butter, so like I don't know if it looks different than what we saw there. Also, you're watching it through a stream. If it's on your PC, it's gonna look a lot better than what you saw on the stream. It's just always gonna be the case. It looks good. I'll say that. All right, we're moseying on here. We're just absolutely gonna... Oh, these are good too. You're gonna want to find these. There's 28 in the just this first opening area. You basically get free stats and like HP and different things from it. So if you see those, always click them. Although weirdly, like why are we clicking on an altar of Lilith when she's like the bad person? But yeah. Alright, these are the smaller dungeons. Oh yeah, our attack speed does go up pretty much. Alright. Smaller dungeons just has one elite. Alright. Different shrines now. This is a Necro. Thanks, Enderblade. And to the question that Toxic Burrito asked. I do want to play Druid, though. Apparently, the reason why like the Druid is could be pretty strong, or you know, according again to some closed beta folks, is that they have items that basically make your shape-shifting form and your like elemental form like count as the same thing, if that makes sense. And so basically if you have like an earth skill and a werebear skill, and it says that like, you know, your werebear now counts as earth, that means like it's basically doing, you're getting double the benefit, right? So everything that's like, you know, enhancing your werebear stuff is enhancing your earth. Like that's my understanding of it, but haven't tried it, so can't say for certain. But that does sound very strong if it is that way, because you're basically getting double benefit, which is kind of this is new. If y'all didn't know, there's you know, I don't know if it's new. I guess it is, from the standpoint of like we didn't gather materials this way. We used to have to like, you know, slay demons and whatnot. There's like ore as well on top of these herbs. The herbs help you make elixirs, and it's also used to upgrade your potion at the alchemist. And then ore and all that stuff helps you do upgrades for like your armors and all that fun stuff. Coda says can't wait. 4 to 5 minutes. Nice, nice. For all those that didn't know, this has been, you know, I could be jinxing it, but way more smooth sailing this week. They've done some really good work since last week to make this
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back
definitely
here?
not laggy like last week. Or, sorry, not laggy, but where there's server queues. Is there a warrior type and any tips for a newbie like me? Jason, there is. It's a barbarian. But as myself and chat mentioned earlier, right now, barbarian is probably like... It's fun, but if you're talking about power in terms of like the classes, it's probably the lowest on the totem pole. And like, it might be harder because it's melee, which means that like, you know, for some of these bosses, you're going to have to be up close and personal. I want to say rogue ranged. So rogue might be a nice in-between, because you can play like the distance game with a bow, or up close with melee, or sorceress is pretty good too, because once you get Hydra, you can just put down Hydra, and Hydra like it owns a lot of things. When I say range is a little bit easier maybe to start, only because you can kind of like kite, or kiting meaning that like you can, you know, shoot them from far away, click away, keep running, shoot, click, run, you know, click, shoot, click, run, etc. But if you're looking for just a pure warrior class, Jason, it's either barbarian or melee rogue right now.
Gave you the blood of Lilith.
But melee rogue is a little bit tougher in the beginning when you don't have as many items.
The blood of a demon.
As Will mentioned, yeah, easier, probably easier, better experience to start if you're not playing a warrior class, because
She was banished.
a little harder right now, I would say. Just a little bit. Not only on certain things. But I think if you play a non-veteran, you'll probably be fine. And it's probably all the same.
It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always
Dante had a lot of fun with the sorcerer last week. Yeah, super good. I never got the double Hydra legendary, but that thing is strong.
But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own.
Jason, the beta has started.
And
We're playing in it right now. You can get in now too. Download and queue.
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection.
Mark loving the rogue as well.
What will you do
Yeah, I
about
played a
it?
melee rogue. I didn't get a good bow, but like I
Use
think you
it.
could still
Find out what
do it
she's
no
after.
problem.
Good.
Zach, I'm excited for
We're
you.
in this together.
What are you gonna play
Best
verse, Zach?
while you can.
Enterblade, yeah, Druid and Necro are unlocked. They weren't in the first test. They're now in open
Stop
beta.
Lilith.
Jester, those two new classes are well, they're not new classes, more so that you can play them this weekend, and you couldn't last weekend. So that's why we're checking out Necro. You know, if we have any time later, we can try to show off the Druid too. But you'll see this opening area, which is kind of like tutorial-y, so you guys might not want that from me. You'll probably just want to see more Necro, I imagine. I want to get to Corpse Explode, because I think Corpse Explode is really strong.
Spreading.
Always has been. You're gonna play Necro? Nice, nice. Enjoy that. Are these gloves better? Yes, I think. No. Here's some of the ore that I mentioned earlier. You pick some of that up. And because I have aspects, which I'll tell you guys about in a second, aspects are things you get from dungeons, which you can then imprint on your darn it, on your gear, and then you can basically make your like good rare, or it doesn't even have to be good. You can make your rares into legendaries basically.
I'm sure you know the
Can you not
cathedral boys babbling
spam,
about their
please,
Holy Father.
person? All right,
Well-
hold on. You guys are gonna lose audio for a second. We're gonna put that user in a timeout.
When he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies.
I
They'll
don't know.
drag
X
the whole
screen.
damn world
If
into
it's
their
boring to
feud,
you, then you know
unless
it's
we can
early.
stop it.
It's not the whole game. Secondly, the game doesn't. He says the game doesn't
Let's
look
not linger.
new. It does. If
Kyovashad
you look
lies
at
just ahead.
someone posted a screenshot of D3 versus D4. There's a pretty big difference. But also, like D3 wasn't as dark, but still, like if you just look at character models and things like that, it's very different.
To enter the city, you must
We have no time for this.
Yeah, there was someone in chat. I removed them. That's why you lost audio for a second, because I had to click away out of the game to get rid of them.
To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll meet you in...
I will grab this thing. Anger. Get rid of that. Threw it in the fire.
burns the wood, so too will the Lord.
Mark
You must
saying
feel
instant
as
buy
though
for
a
me.
great
Instant buy for me
weight
too.
has been lifted
But
from
you know, I've played every Diablo. You know, gonna play this one too. Gonna have fun. Like, you know, hopes that my friends also play. So that's another reason. We got to do the boss fight last week, which was fun. Was able to complete it once and fail on the other time, only because we failed the second time because me and my friend were underleveled and there weren't that many people there compared to the first one we did. But now I kind of understand the boss better, so ooh, we are rubber banding. The town's a little... Let's see if the town got better. Last week was kind of a little
I'm
rough.
off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But retrieve something of mine
clicked
while
away
I
for a
finish
sec.
my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
Oh, nice, King. Have you played any of the other like
Captives,
ARPGs, like
Swayback,
Lost Ark, or I think
Cloudy
Wilson
Eyes.
just made it to
This poor thing is
console
practically
and like it did its last like, or it did a big update. I played a little bit of Wilson when it came out, but haven't gone back. Christian, am I enjoying the Necro so far? Yeah, but to your point, also not the class I would probably play. Okay. All right. Come on, can we get back in game? Or are we screwed? Up, here comes the error codes, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. All right, we jinxed it. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can Wujo. I know he's a big Diablo streamer. You can TP back to down and back to a boss to get a new instance. And then you ended up killing 4 bosses in 5 minutes. That's kind of nuts. No, wasn't good. Yeah, I only played a little bit better. Okay, I think we're gonna have to exit, sadly, and then come back in, which means that we're gonna have to re-queue. Because I don't think... I mean, I've never gotten through once a disconnect happened where, like, we're on the screen. It'll basically leave you on the screen. D3 release? Yeah, it was worse last week. Although, who knows? Alright, we're doing it. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know how long the queue is gonna be. I really don't. You're gonna have to bear with me. Hopefully it's not too bad, but it could easily be like a 40-minute queue or something. The town was a little bit more like rough in the you know, like probably because there's more people and stuff, but like it's fine. It's a beta. It's gonna happen. Let's find out. Let's find out what happens here. As you see, a giant mess behind me. Sorry, y'all. Kid's birthday tomorrow. Got a lot of packages in. All right, hope for me that it's like okay, 18 minutes. Hey, chat, we can live with 18 minutes. That is nothing. Here, I'll come back to you. I'll chat with y'all. 18 minutes is nothing compared to last week. We are cruising. We're cruising. I love seeing 18 minutes. Not even mad about it. Not even mad. But I do hope the folks that got in, you're enjoying it. You know, if you have any issues like me, exit out like I just did. Get back into queue and you'll get back in. We got to play, what, like 20-30 minutes there before we got booted? So not terrible. Not terrible. Yeah, 18 minutes is worth, right, world? I mean, anyone that played last week knows, like, 18 minutes is worth. Never played before. Is it hard or should I start playing? Rogue Fox, I don't think it's particularly hard. I don't even think Veteran's that hard, to be honest. So I say give it a shot. It's very friendly, right? Like, I think, weirdly, like, once Diablo 3 went to console, I was like, yeah, this is now entering that territory where it's going to be for everybody, right? And that's why they have all the tier difficulties and things like that, is for scaling, right? For wide audience. So check it out. You've been stuck at 6-minute queue for 20 minutes now? Well, that's not so great. Well, I just moved to 16. That's good. Dante says, curious to see how long your queue is. Well, not bad, right? I think they should start limiting the amount of characters you encounter in your town, because I think that is where the lag comes into play. I think so too, Dante, but remember, this is a beta/stress test for them, so they probably want to see all this happen, right? They want to test how many people they can probably have in a town, and, like, you know, all the people teleporting back to town and all that stuff. But last Saturday and Sunday it was totally fine. Like, it'll do some kind of like rubber banding sometimes in town, but like for the most part, Saturday, Sunday was like pretty smooth and clean. Like I said, like sub 3-minute queues, if that. There were times where there wasn't any queue. AV says, why such long wait times? First time playing Diablo. 1, it's a beta. 2, it's like a stress test for their servers, basically. 3, it's open beta, meaning it's free and everybody can play. So everyone's trying to hop on. And, you know, some of the comments that, like, the developers made, like Rod Ferguson included, they said, you know, sometimes they'll have queues and increase queue times because they are, you know, fixing things in the background as, like, in real time. So, you know, wanting to make sure that they can fix it while making sure that, like, you know, they're not, like, overloading things at the same time. You think GBG thinks last week is on 1 potato server, whereas they have 3 now? I don't think that's the case, because, like I said, come Saturday, Sunday, unless for some reason Saturday, Sunday, which I have my doubts, because you'd think there'd be more people playing on the weekend. There was less people playing Saturday, Sunday compared to like Friday right at launch. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Bang Almighty says, Werebear Druid for the win. I wanted to play, I really wanted to play Druid, but, you know, we did a community poll yesterday on YouTube. So thank you to all the folks that voted on which class to play between the Necro and the Druid, which are now available in this open beta. And it was pretty unanimous. It was like 66% or so voting Necro and 33%, 34% voting Druid, which kind of shocked me. But I don't know, like Druid and Necro for me in D2 and even in D3, Necro at least, I never really played them. In D2 I played Pally and Sork and Amazon and then a little bit of Barb, but it was mainly those three that I mentioned first. And then in D3 it was mainly Monk, Sork. Man, did I ever play Barbarian? Like barely. It was like Monk and Sork for me, I think, a lot in D3. Trying to think. I played Witch Doctor like one season maybe when it was like really strong. And I played Crusader like 1 or 2 seasons too when that was also really strong. But I think for the most part I almost always played like Monk Sork in D3. I'll probably go Sork, honestly, first character D4. Only because I don't know, it just feels like I don't think it's gonna be like D2 where like you want that one farming class, but like I don't know, Sork always seems to be like one of the best farming classes to it. So Blaspheme says the Druid shapeshifting has a nice flow to it and it looks fun. Nice. Vitual says they're 11 minutes away in the queue. Nice. I'm now 13 minutes from 18, right? So yeah, Slayer, I had that earlier where like I finished my queue, it looked like it was putting me in, and then it put me into another queue for about 1-2 minutes, and then I got in. So you have not seen WoW queue times. That's true, Lars. Those are pretty bad when expansions drop. I mentioned that last week, but last week's was pretty bad. Like I saw people with 80-minute queue times last week, which is that's pretty rough. I'd probably fire down the stream if it was an 80-minute queue. Which I haven't seen yet so far. The most I've seen earlier, pre 9 a.m. PT when they opened, was 48 minutes. But as I was telling Chad, it accelerated pretty quickly. Asian Alan. Thanks, Alan. Time to die. Yeah, we don't have those anymore, the num keys. Blame Tay. Yep. You can blame me that it failed. This is true. Jester, I don't know if Paladin will make it into this. It does make sense, though, if there's a Paladin / Crusader type character as an expansion, right? Like, right now, we only know the ones that we have, which is Sork. I'll say Sork, because Sorcerer, Sorceress. Barbarian, Druid, Necro, and Rogue. You can argue Rogue is a hybrid because it's melee and Barbarian's melee, but that's only 2 melee, right? Whereas there's, like, 3 to... Well, I guess Druid's melee too, so maybe not. I don't know. A lot of people want an assassin, but maybe they have traps on the rogue, so you're probably not getting an assassin, I imagine. Maybe it will be some type of like a monk, crusader, pally type thing or something like that. Yeah, like most of the people in chat agreeing that like it's... Oh no, it went up to 20 minutes. What happened? No, we were at 11. Diablo, you didn't do this last week. Okay, you know what? Breathe it in. 20 minutes is still okay, because it doesn't compare to last week. We'll see what happens here. This will be interesting. Does the beta have co-op? Yes, but so it works in 2 ways, Devin. If you're on console, you only need one like account to... Well, I guess technically this week it's open, so anyone can have an account, but like you could do couch co-op with console as long as you tie you and your buddy, family, whoever's Battle.net accounts to that console, then you can couch co-op. If you want to co-op on PC, then you each need to have it like installed, and then either find each other through your friends list, or in town I think you can also just like, or like in the open area when you see people, you can just like there's a little emote wheel type thing, and you can invite people that way as well, and inspect them and all that stuff. What is that? How Q works? No, it's definitely not Raka. They didn't last week. It didn't add time, but like I said last week, also most queues at minimum, if you got kicked, was like 40+ minutes, at least, if not 60 or 80. So we'll see. As long as I see that, well, I was gonna say, as long as I see the queue timers go down and then it went up. As long as I see it keep going down, we'll just keep trying. If it gets too long, then we'll consider stopping the stream if we need to. But I have confidence. Someone else in chat said you gotta have faith, which we do. Man, I really want to show you guys some like rogue gameplay. Like, I might be able to do that actually, if you guys really want. I could probably pull up like one of the video files of like a level 25 rogue. Melee rogue though. Yeah, so Slayer, you're right. You do need 2 Blizzard accounts tied to... No. I believe... I didn't actually try it, so maybe it's just... I know that you can couch co-op, and I know that you just need to tie the 2 Blizzard accounts to that console, or maybe to that platform, and then you can play. I don't know how it exactly works because I didn't try it. I just know that it works in terms of couch co-op, and that the way you have to do that is with like syncing the Battle.net account to platform/console. How does D4 compare to D3? D4's storytelling is better than D3 for sure. D4 is darker in tones. D4, obviously visual upgrades, right? Like D3 was definitely more like brighter, I would say, not so dark, right? And then it was a little bit more, I wouldn't say cartoony because that's like not selling it right, but like the vibe kind of, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that one, but man, if you just look at like character models of like any of the classes that were in both games and you put them side by side, there's a pretty big difference. Hell, the Necro Summon, it's like those skeletons that we killed earlier that had like no glow, no armor, like that's like the D3 skeleton, and then you have our skeleton which has a helmet, has boots, is glowing. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you want a D4 HBO Max show, Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal just taking over the world. You go from watching him as Joel in The Last of Us, and then like you see him in Mando. That's where me and my wife were. We finished The Last of Us, and it's like, oh, Mando's back. All right, let's watch Mando. Oh right, that's Pedro Pascal too. Alan also saying queue time is going up and down. Yeah, hopefully mine doesn't go back up because it was down to 11, then went to 20. Now we're at 13, so we're almost back to where we were. Hoping to get in and play, and it'll be seamless, but we'll see. Welcome to Blizzard games during betas, and also when like the games launch and when expansions launch. Like, almost do not be shocked, right? When Diablo IV comes out in June, that we have some server queue times. At this point, it's just anyone who's played a Blizzard game, you just expect it. You just hope that it's not, you just hope it's not, 80 minutes like people were having last week. Good luck to enter. They just failed to log in. That's not so great. Oh, message retracted. He's probably going to fix it. What skills am I using? I'm using Bone Splinter and Bloodlance, but I have no idea if those are like the best skills. I just happen to pick something. We could, like I said, we could change pretty easily. You just refund it in your skill tab. Mine just junked by literally 103 minutes. That's worse than when I started. Failed to log in. I got the same login error as last week. Oh, baby. Error 37? Are we all getting that fun error? Are we going to get error 37s? Okay, people are scaring me now because they said good luck because people are failing to enter. We'll see. We got to believe. Everyone send their Goku spirit, good spirit, positive energy. Send that energy because that's what we're gonna need. All I can say is if you waited and you got in, tried to get in and it failed, you have no choice but to pop back in the queue. There literally is nothing else you can do, or there is something else you could do. If you don't, everyone's eager to play right now. But if you don't want to deal with this stress or frustration or anger, I'd almost say like you might be better off waiting until like 12 o'clock, in 2 to 3 hours, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock PT, and it'll probably stabilize a bit, but there'll probably still be a queue. I will say, just from experience last week, later in the day, Friday, like late afternoon, nighttime, I think the queue times were pretty short. Dante, you never know, right? That's a demo presentation of the Unreal 5.2, which was very impressive. But I don't know. We're still going to be dealing with 2018 video game issues. It's just going to be this is the way, I guess. Maybe some of that, I don't even want to say this because it's just going to like stoke the flame, but part of it is having games that are, always online, right? But this is a way that they're able to make changes and updates faster. But here we are, 10 minutes. Let's hope. If we fail to log in and we hop back into queue and it's really long, there might be some thoughts had about what we do. But we won't cross that bridge till we get there, because we are not sending that energy out in the world. Kind of curious if this is happening to the other streamers as well. I don't have any of them up, but wouldn't shock me. We shall see. Oh, okay. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Someone asked what I was using. I think it was like Bone Splinter and Bloodlines, yeah. So I want to get Corpse Explode. And a sweet, sweet Golem. Golem. Not Golem. Golem's on top of mine just because of... They had that gameplay showcase, I think, yesterday. D2 Necro Max Skelly is the best. What's interesting is you get Skellies for free, I think. Like, you just get a skill. Alan wants me to play Hearthstone BGs like Kripparrian while we wait. No, I'm not doing that, man. What's up, Toastman? Snap. Oh, snap, beta time. Hello, yeah. Beta queuing time. We were in for a good little while. We made it past where we got kicked last week, but almost around the same level. We got kicked out around level 4 last week. Now kicked out at level 5, so... They fixed that problem. Seems a lot of people are playing and causing the long queue. Yeah, probably. There's open beta. If last week early access was already pretty full, like I imagine open beta is only going to be even more full. So not shocking at all that we're kind of in this queue. Slayer asking if anyone's able to log in without failing. I was earlier because he saw me playing, but now we'll see. Dante saying that he heard Blood Golem is going to be OP. I imagine Blood Golem's the one that's going to like shed bodies so that you can like Corpse Explode. So also like Necro is supposed to have I didn't see it, and I don't know if it's because of like a level cap thing. I should know this probably, but like there's like additional skill things that you can pick for Necro, where like it changes how your Necro plays. Like you can go, I think like more like a summonless Necro, where like you make trade-offs basically. It's like if you don't have this summon, then you get this kind of thing. Yeah, first day of early beta was a nightmare. The rest of the weekend worked perfectly. Yep, Deku. That's right. Plus Ultra. Saturday, Sunday was like pretty smooth sailing. Like felt really like not a problem. Friday like 9 a.m. when it started to like at least I think 9 to 12 was pretty rough. So like we played like about half an hour on Friday last week. Got booted, was in about a 45-minute queue, got back in, meaning we got to play for another hour and a half to 2 hours after that before I got kicked again, and that's where I stopped. So for me, luckily last week, I got to play about 2 hours in the first three and a half, but I got booted twice in that span. So, or network disconnect, whatever. I didn't get booted, but like, you know, I got the network disconnect. And what's interesting is it network disconnects you to the, the network disconnects you to the character select screen, making you think like, oh, there's a chance to get back in. But even if you try from there, at least from the limited times I tried, it never worked. I always had to log out and log back in. Deku, this season's been really good. If y'all don't want, I watch anime. If y'all don't watch anime, My Hero Academia is a good one. This season's been pretty amazing. Dragon Ryu making the point that, to be honest, the level scaling kills the game for me. After unlocking every ability, leveling will only make enemies stronger, and this just makes progression non-existent. No, like, I think it's fine, personally, because, like, you're gonna get more and more gear and more skills over time. And those monsters, even though they're at level, like, you start to melt them. If I could show you my level 25, you'll see that you start to like melt them pretty badly. Andre, you just be patient. You'll get there. Or like I said, if folks don't want to sit through these early queues right now, I know there's eagerness to play the game. If you don't want to sit through the queue, just don't right now. Like, play later. Come back in like 3 hours or something, and it'll be a lot. I wouldn't say a lot smoother, but it'll probably be smoother. Although, open beta, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just basing this off last week. Dante fell off my hero. Yeah. Well, you got a lot to catch up on, depending on where you stopped. I'm in playing Necro now, and my god, it's sick having skellies all around me. Nice, Curtis. Yeah, the skeletons, like I said, they look pretty good. And funny enough, like, you know, you fight the skeletons in the game, and you're like, oh, they just look like common, normal, run-of-the-mill skeletons. But look at mine. Look at mine. Black Sand, don't you dare. Don't you dare compare Anthem and Diablo. Anthem didn't make it, man. I wanted that game to make it. I had fun. Yeah, but this is also coming from like I play a lot of Destiny, or I played a lot of Destiny. I play a little bit now with Lightfall, but like I took a break. So I really want Anthem to be cool. Like the whole, like I'm a mecha guy, right? So like Gundam, all that stuff. So like to me, I'm like, oh, this is great. Like, you know, you have like a suit / Iron Man suit / like mech armor that you're wearing, and then I get to loot and you know, action plus loot. Yeah, I'm all in. Sign me up. You know. Oh my god, Joey Yee. Yeezus. How you doing, Joey? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Come on, please. Okay. I hope that the 1 minute thing is true. And then I hope that we don't get failed login like everyone else. I'm looking forward to Armored Core as well, Black Zen. Yes, Slayer. I'm looking forward to Armored Core. I believe. You know, as much hate as Fortnite gets, Fortnite's done some things, man, and some cool things. Like, their big events, they're just like really awesome. The collabs are really cool. And if you guys watched any of the State of Unreal this week and their new Fortnite Creator 2.0, it looks pretty good. Like, the new engine and, like, you know, the little demo that they ran where they're basically doing, like, a PvE scenario. I was like, you know, people want to crap on this game, but it looked pretty good. You know, and I can only imagine what creators are going to make. You know, it's out in the wild. Like, there's going to be some experiences, I feel like. All right. I'm putting up the Goku spirit energy. We're cute again. Yeah, my 25 rogue was melting stuff too, but it's because it's like fully legendary geared. Come on. No, we're back for 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes is nothing. 2 minutes is nothing. It didn't do like cute for 48. Yeah, Slayer, that I could see that knock, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, come on, man. What a debate. We got teased right there. It's okay. We didn't fail, though. That's the most important. We didn't fail login, right? So now I get a nice tilde 2 minutes, though. Like, who knows what that really means? Is it actually 2 minutes? Oh, man. Well, happy Friday, y'all. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. I hope the folks that are playing are enjoying it, and I hope the people that are in queue like me are just patiently waiting and excited to play. Ultron gave up after waiting an hour. No, don't. I was gonna say, like, if you've waited an hour, you might as well stick it through because you've waited an hour, right? That's my perception. If you saw the 1 hour and you're just like, nope, and you got out, that makes sense. But like, if you waited the hour, I would have just said, like, please, just a couple more minutes, wait it out. Super Psych just made it in right before you. Nice. We got in earlier, Super Psych, and we were playing until about level 5, about 20-30 minutes, and we got network disconnected. Lilith is just running behind. All right, but we just saw her. Her horns were fine. I don't know, Mohammed. I think people care about graphics in Fortnite. Like, even the last change that they made to kind of enhance it a little bit made a big difference. If you just compare like that to, like, you know, the beginning days, it's pretty different. Oh no, Agav says I was in but crashed and have to wait an hour again. Yeah, that's the one I dread the most, is getting booted and having to get back in the queue. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Not to character screen yet, but hopeful. Nothing's there until we're actually in the game. Okay. We're on veteran. Entering the game. Making myself disappear. Oh, there's a queue to get into the game too. You can do it. I believe. I'm too scared to hit cancel. Okay. Alright, we're getting our... Alright, we are skipping any dialogue. We're getting our quests and getting the hell out of town. We're getting the hell out of town. Okay? Alright, we're not in the game yet. We're gonna try to make it in the game. Okay. Alright, we need to get these quests. Like, now. Oh, but then we should get gear. We can make this so much easier for... Actually, you know what? I'm just not gonna grab gear. I'm not even gonna do it.
What did you write? I'm off to the dry steps.
Yeah, just... You go to the dry steps. That's fine. You go do that. I gotta get your spear that you sold to this guy because he had no money and I have to buy it for you. Yep. Yeah. I'm skipping dialogue. I'm sorry. Give me the amulet too. Alright. Alright, come on. We gotta get at it. Don't skip story. I'm sorry, Mohammed. This part's not that important. I can tell you what's happening. So, like, Lorath is gonna go explore the dry steps where the other bad guy person's going. We're gonna do some stuff over here and clean things up.
Of the Haradrim, an ancient order of scholars and mages.
I'm just too scared to be in town, man.
Demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim.
Alright, he's gonna look for Donnan. Sorry, skip that.
That's in Skosglen.
He's gonna go to Skullsglen, where we can't even go there right now because the beta doesn't have it.
When you can, just be careful.
All right, he's gonna go dry steps. We're skipping this. Yes, I know. Thank you. I know the game comes out the 6th. Oh, we got rare boots. Oh, we just rubber banded. That's okay. It's okay, that's okay. Oh, there's a little side quest here. Do we grab it? I guess we grab it, right? Do you guys want me to make the character OP?
Yes, well, Bozan
Or
has yet
should
to
I just
return
play
from
through normal?
delivering our tithing demands to Menestad.
You don't need to pay
Perhaps
this
we
week,
should
Philip,
and
to
see
play.
what's taking
It's
him
open
so
beta.
long. The cathedral
What's up,
must receive its dues.
Rosie? Or Rocky? Sorry if I butchered the name. Apologies. Gotta go do the cheer stuff. The worst part is playing this 5 times in a row. Hey, man. It's okay. That's why you skip after the on your second run.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day.
Yes. Alright. She basically wants me to learn how to emote. And, oops. And we need to cheer for them. So... Yep. Alright, we're gonna cheer.
That was
Not too bad. Slow clap. Slow clap. Okay. Cool.
Thanks. I hope they don't get...
Oh, so you don't want to boost their morale, but I have to? Roll some gear? You want me to grab gear? I have a bunch of gear in my stash that it will make it exponentially faster, but that's if you guys care about that or not. I don't even know. Do I have legendaries that I can wear? Oh, I don't. But I have the shield. Oh, I can't even equip it because I have a two-handed staff. Oh, we got some rings though. Sure. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anything's better than nothing right now. We're gonna roll through it. We got. Look, I have a dagger that does 148 damage compared to that. All right, we're just gonna blow everything up. Let's just go easy mode, yeah? Here, I'll pick that staff back up. All right, that's good enough. The battle pass is supposed to be all aesthetic. Shouldn't be pay to win. I know a lot of people were concerned about that. But don't skip story. Okay, well, I will not skip the story here, but you all have to hope that nothing happens. Because look, we're rubber banding just trying to get to the oh no. Not like this. Okay, it needed to load in the people. Okay. Okay. We can make it through this story, right?
In sin. Children of darkness.
No, don't restart if you're in queue already. Do not restart again. It will make things worse.
And faith. Walk in the light.
All right, I'm not skipping story, but
ever vigilant against sin, brother.
we're asking for trouble, I think.
Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in Nevesk. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
with or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done. Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Okay.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
The only time I think you could play Diablo 3 offline was it console? D3, I think? I don't recall if you could do that for PC, though. I mean, I never did, I guess, so. I'm probably gonna melt things. Let us out. Okay, gotta stop running. That's just gonna cause more problems, probably. Okay, we made it to the next tree. Do we have corpse explode? Let's go. Let's go. No. Let me out. I just want to leave the town. Nope. Thou shalt not pass. Okay. How did that other character, how did that barbarian or druid make it through? Okay. No. This is not so great. Alright, try again. Okay, is there a way around? I could go all the way around. I could try going from the bottom. Okay, that person's... That's very weird. So this is what I meant by you can, like, invite to party. You just walk next to someone and then... Necro and Druid are in this beta, an open beta. This did not happen last week where I couldn't, like, walk out of town, by the way. If anyone was curious. It's alright, there's multiple exits. They can't stop me. They can't hold me down for too long. We'll just go all the way around. It's no problem. Okay, I almost thought they were gonna be like, no, actually you can't go around. Ooh. Give me those, give me that leather. Alright, we're gonna go around, that's fine. Just like we drew it up. We wanted to go sightseeing anyways. Ooh. Corpse explode pretty big. Oh, this is kind of too easy. Corpse exploded really well. But also very satisfying. And I'm not going to complain about that. I would say, Slayer, you just gotta wait it out. What is this? Oh, you guys want to see the new conduit shrine? You basically get to teleport around. Let's go do this dungeon real quick. Where's the dungeon? Same areas, Joe. Nothing different between closed and open beta outside of being able to play the Necro and the Druid. Oh, I don't have conduit anymore? That's kind of a shame. I thought I could roll that into here. Oh, we actually lost skeletons? This is... Alright, you know what? This is kind of too easy. We're gonna take that stuff. We're gonna take the stuff off. It's probably not fun for you guys to watch that. What was that lightning form? It's a conduit shrine. So instead of like emitting lightning from your body like D3, you turn into like a ball of lightning, and then you can like kind of like warp towards enemies. I'm going back to the gear we picked up, so we'll just play it like pretty straight laced, and I It's still very strong, so it's like there's not really any issue regardless. Corpse Explode is very strong. Probably need something to create bodies though, if there isn't any. Ooh, increase the radius, and then what? Because of darkness skill, instead of exploding, releases vile miasma. Interesting. Deals 10% increased damage to the enemies that are slowed. Okay. We could try the miasma, but it doesn't explode anymore. Now only 4 skeletons. They've learned. It's not 3 anymore. Could be more. Alright, did we make it to the other side of where we needed to go? I think so, right? There's a lot of... Okay. Maybe they just really don't want me to go this way? That's fine. Corpse Explode is very satisfying. Like, a lot of the skills have this, like I don't know, more like meaty feel to it. And you can feel, like, the impact, like, of the skill, like, audibly and, like, kind of visually. Hopefully we find some world events for you guys to see. Those are always fun.
What is it?
Oh, there's also this dodge mechanic that is in the game. That's kind of like the roll from D3. Yeah, they're definitely trying to get that Diablo 2 audience, you know. But I would say the closest things to that is because of the darker tones. Maybe some of the skill tree synergy stuff, but not really. And then it's hard to say too without seeing the Paragon board how like that will advance and change the game as well. Sword more damage? Sure. I actually don't know where we're going, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could do mainline quests, or we could do side quests or dungeons. Let's try the miasma thing instead of explosions. Might be a mistake, but we're here to experiment, right? Here's a little world event. This is where you get the murmuring orb. That's you. Oh, also, if you get to level 20, you get the wolf cub backpack. I don't know if that miasma thing's better. It might be. This guy's level 11 already. He's also using the miasma. Alright. There's a murmuring obols. Oh wow, we're already jumping 40 damage? Okay. Hey, how come his skeletons have shields? Oh, here you go. So we can pick and upgrade our guys to skirmisher or defenders. Let's just, we can have one additional. What does this do? Oh, I can either have one more or when they crit. Anytime you critically strike. Oh, yeah, sure. Or you go no skeletons and we have more crit chance. But I think because we... Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think because we... we're not as strong now. We probably want to hold off on the giving us crit. But that's what I meant. You can sacrifice something to get something else, pretty much. Yeah, that one, you're right. I think Dante, like, that was pretty easy for a Necro, just because I think anything ranged is probably going to be easy, but... Oh, is this going to send me into that dungeon, I think?
Listen carefully. I haven't much time.
Bring back the ears from
our
D2.
men, Lord Evitus, was held in the ancient city beneath the mountain. We carried his body to the ossuary, but he arose, thirsting for blood. Only I escaped. Please, you must slay him.
Pretty sure it's this one. And then, yeah. Alright, we'll do this dungeon since we're here. And then we're gonna go down to do the main story after that. Thank you, yeah, it's pretty fun. The beta does end on Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific. To give you a... I think last week, someone told me they were in until almost 1 until they actually finally got booted, or maybe like 12:45. The act is... Well, it depends if you do everything or not. I think someone was saying, like, I think around level 25 might be 8 hours. And there's a lot of side quests. There's, like, other world events. There's 3 strongholds for you to do and finish. And the strongholds are, like, open area type dungeons, and those are pretty fun. We can try to check out one of those, too, but they're a little higher level, I think. So I'd have to get to at least double digits, I think. Or maybe it just scaled, because it's, like, I think it's 2 levels higher than your actual level. I bet those don't stack, though. It's the only downside. Imagine corpse explode. You can just, you know, keep doing it for the damage, the big deeps. Now we do the thing where we gotta find a key, because something that people are not too happy about is that the dungeons have basically, you gotta basically do some type of fetch quest to open the door to the boss, basically. That was a criticism from week 1. I have not tried on PS5, but I believe what I know. Pretty fun, decent game. like the cutscenes. We gotta show you the Inarius one, I guess. That one's pretty good. There's more cutscenes though. It's not just like wait till, you know, end of act or whatever. It's... Oh, you know what I should put on the toggle wheel, just so that you guys can see too, is so you can do this, and leave dungeon is one of the things that's like, you don't have to click to the front. I'm guessing you could put like teleport to town too, maybe? That's what someone was saying earlier. Someone will have to tell me later. Someone was saying that Wujo was able to set something up where you could just leave dungeon, TP, or TP, come back to dungeon or something. So I don't remember what it was exactly, but you can always watch that video later. The zoom on PS5 is much closer. Oh, really? Closer than this? That's zoomed in for PC. I think there's one more of these like gate winch things that we have to like. The other thing that they changed on console, which is very nice, is in D3, whenever you popped open the menu, you would have to stop, right, for your partner to do their inventory stuff. Now they have it where
Captain Riken, I have new orders.
Both players can
abandon your post, effective immediately. We need
both
extra
players
swords at the borders of
can access their
Wuhan.
inventory without any issue.
I know you and your soldiers must be eager to see the sunlight again. As for your current duties, seal up the prison. I know the stories. Let them rot in their cages in darkness. If they wanted to be treated like humans, they would not have lived like animals. Perhaps we will teach them a lesson that they'll carry into the next life. Regards, Commander Finbar.
I lost my skeleton skill. It depends. They still have not fixed this from last week where I can't cross here. That is still broken. You have to go around. PC, you hit S, and you should show your skills. I want to say like, you can like PC can drag and drop too, I think. Why does that seem so strong? Kind of hard to see in it though. Take the armor, I guess. Oops. Second gate winch, then we'll go fight the boss. Then we'll go do mainline story, and then we'll try to get to a stronghold, see if we can do it. Evade that. Yeah, so every class, to my understanding, has some type of kind of extra set of skill type stuff. And oh, you get Golem at 25? That's gonna take forever. Well, not forever. It's gonna take like another 6 hours or so. Meaning we probably won't get Golem on the Golem on the stream. Sorry. We'll get Skeletal Mages probably because we are what? We are level 9. Yeah, we can probably get to 15. No problem. I still think Corpse Explode is more fun than the Miasma thing, to be honest. But... Right, we got our first rare. Gotta be worth using, right? Well, let me see. Huh. Do I not have a better... It's still slightly weaker. Oh well, we'll do it because I think it will cast faster. And then you can also sacrifice your skeletons, like I said, to get passive skills for the Necro themselves. So I guess you could make your Necro just a solo, like, strong caster. You know? Oh. Not using dodge. Ravens. Another lethal shrine.
My bags are full.
Alright, the sword is more damage.
I cannot carry more.
Having inventory problems here.
My burden is too great.
I think there's other things too and options that I should toggle on. Like there's advanced stuff I think that helps with some of that. Oh, we gotta do another thing to open it. Alright. Expected. Oh, that looks cool. Look at me. Man, maybe Necro gets some of the cool armor though, huh? Oh, we have to kill everything. That's what it is. Whoops. I should just read this journal instead. Here I am too busy just like, you know, nuking stuff. How's the lag? There's no lag. The closest thing I've had is some rubber banding in certain parts, but other than that, and the one time we got disconnected to have to like log back in, we've been pretty good. Although I probably just jinxed it. Open beta is for everyone, Rez. You can download it on your platform, either on PC through Battle.net client or on console. And then you can play it. You can try all 5 classes this week. Level cap is level 25. I think they fixed Ashaba, the world boss, to spawn at, I think it's like 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 10 p.m., and then 12 a.m. Sunday. So 4 chances to fight it. Last week, when we beat it one time, you get like 4-ish legendary drops, plus you get a weekly like satchel thing that dropped 5 more legendaries. Do I expect there to be as many though during live? I don't know. Like it could just be like a beta dropping more legendaries type scenario so that people can get a feel for that. But what you didn't see on my map is when you beat dungeons, most dungeons have codexes and aspects, and what you can do is you can imprint an aspect on a weapon. So we can take a look at that because last week I unlocked all the aspects, and then we can imprint something on like one of my weapons once I get like a good decent rare weapon, or I can just do it anyways because it doesn't carry over anyways.
I'm low on essence. My bags are full.
Okay. You can use this. How did he get past the queue? I stayed in it, and then I raised my spirit energy fingers, and then I stayed in more queue, got re-queued again, and then here we are. There's probably more than half stuck, maybe. Box set zombie. Very possible. We'll play for as long as we can before we get booted, potentially. Alright, level 10. We can make we'll make our way down there. Sorry that you got that error code when you were almost past the queue. Some people were saying that they failed their queue too and had to get back in queue, which is not ideal. I guess we just lucked out, because if that happened to us, we probably would have just called it a stream, because it would have taken probably another 40 minutes to get back in or something. But my queue, when I got kicked, was not that long. It was like probably 25 minutes. I mean, you can still kind of spam potions, because it's only on like a 2-second timer. The thing is, you only get 5. Well, not just 5. You get X amount of potions depending on how you upgrade it, and or also from your from the renown. So like this one gives you an extra potion charge. We could do this one because it's a quest. It's this dungeon side quest. So many people are asking for refunds. Hey, I mean, that's totally their choice and option. They definitely spent the money to buy it. So, you know, if they want that, they can do that. But also this one, you know, open beta is free. So try to get in, have fun, play it. Be my suggestion. You created a character and got an error code? Oh man, I'm sorry. This time around, I took a pre-made because I just wanted to get in to the fray, and you know, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose everything after this weekend. So, you like PoE Flash better? I think PoE has done some great stuff, and I do agree. I like their flasks because they have like multiple flasks, and then they have different properties, and you have to like, you know, kill things to get, you know, potion back. You kind of have to kill things to get potion back here too, but there's more things to play around with there compared to like what we have here. There are elixirs in this game where you have to craft them. They're not like something that like, you know, you just have and, you know, that you can loot. But could you imagine having more things to have to grind for? Pretty strong.
I killed for my faith, burned and tortured. When I died in that forsaken place, it was without the grace of the light. Their path to salvation led me only into darkness. It is blood. It gives me purpose. To drink the life of this world. Forever.
I'm gonna try some new abilities here after this dungeon. I'm gonna swap back to normal corpse explode, I think. This is not as satisfying as like normal corpse explode, because I would have spammed it by now, and you would have heard all the like explosions.
My bags are full.
First legendary, y'all. I'm using that. Let's see, what does it do? When hit while not healthy, a magical bubble is summoned around you for 5 seconds. Okay, we get immune. Sick. Okay, sure. Sure, first legendary. It should get better over the weekend, I imagine. It did last weekend. The Friday was pretty tough though. It's been better though, I will say. At least my personal experience has been better. Because when we got kicked out this time, the queue was only about 25 minutes with that extra 2-minute queue. Whereas last week when I got bumped, it was about 48 minutes. So I think there's been progress made. But your mileage may vary because I also, some people in chat have gotten that kind of like login disconnect type issue, which I did not have. So I've been fortunate in that sense. Alright, we got enough for the open the door. Alright, let's we'll finish this one out and then we'll swap the skills. I'm kind of curious what some of the Necro legendaries do, because there's like usually some type of skill-based type thing that like changes one of your skills or how you use one of the skills or enhances a skill. So I was hoping that we would get something like that had a cooler effect than just giving me a bubble, but survivability is important too. Yeah, you get a little puppy in a bag if you hit level 20. There's the bubble from the shield, we don't get hurt in here. Pretty good for the world boss too, in a way, if you need it. You actually get that legendary effect from an amulet later when you do a story mission. Oh, the sun, yeah, what is that? Okay, we'll take it. Rare dagger. Take some. Potions. I really want you guys to see. Nope, didn't get it. Artillery strike. It looks really good. Got the item we need. You've been in queue since release? Yikes. We've gotten in twice since release, so been lucky in that sense, I guess. This guy, you want to be careful. He has like a big grab. That grab right there, you don't want to get hit by that. I have no corpses to put near him, though. Kind of annoying. Oh, as I say, don't get hit by that. I got hit by it. But the shield has carried me. We got a new chest.
My bags are full.
Alright, let me do it that way. Sure. Alright. Alright, let's...
Impressive.
That's not what I meant to do. Is the game online only? To my knowledge, yes. Alright. So you can refund your skills pretty easily. It's gold. I think as you get higher up level-wise, it costs a little bit more, but... Alright, burst an enemy's blood. Let's just do some blood stuff, I guess. Why not? After picking up a blood orb, your next hemorrhage also deals damage to enemies. Huh, fair. Let's fortify. We're gonna go for the deeps. What did we just use just now? We did Blood Lance. We could do Blood Surge. Is this like a hold down ability though? I'm never a huge fan of those. Let's just try it. Fortified. Yeah, sure. We're still using Corpse Explode though. There's no way we're not. We're just gonna do the non-miasma version. Although we have nothing to slow them, though, is the only thing. Oh, we unlocked another tree. Oh, now we can curse. Iron Maiden, classic. Oh, there's the Decrepify. There's the slow into the explode, so we need one more point, huh? Alright. Or I guess what I could have did was did 3 and 1. And then 1. It's fine. We'll level 1. We'll level and get there. That little red sign is... That little red sign, red skull on the map is, that's the stronghold. We can see if we can do it. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow! Huh. That is pretty cool. Alright. They're dying too fast. How can I reassign the Book of the Dead skill? On PC, I'll show you. You just go to the your character screen and you can kind of pick your stuff. Scope nothing. I love your vids. Thanks. I don't make that many anymore. Actually, funny enough, last live stream was the last one I was on, so I appreciate that if you really know. So you go to character, at least that's how I did it. Book of the Dead. I picked Skirmisher where I crit, they crit more. You could also pick Defenders if you want, and then there's, I guess, Reapers at level 12, which we're almost about to get to. So we could check that out in a second. Check out the Reapers. Everything dead. Okay, I was gonna say. We're not even using Corpse Explode. This other ability's so good, though. Or it feels good. Let's see. Is this one better? No, it's not. I am getting a message on thing. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to deal with something there. Do you guys want me to try the stronghold? I'm gonna give it a go. Don't know if we'll see if it scales. I have to imagine yes. It'll probably be like what it'll do. I think is like if I'm 11, it should be 13. I think. Oh, it's level 15. I don't know about that. I might not even. Come on. Are you not gonna let me in? You are.
Oh, the wind's
let me see how
grown
the
cutting.
Yeah, it might not be
Even for these parts.
Let's get to 13. Let me get to 13 and I'll come back. The boss is kind of hard. Especially because we need bodies to do damage. He's probably gonna wreck the skeletons. Give it a go. Nah, I refute what I said. I'll be back there in a little bit. Maybe that skill doesn't go well with Corpse Explode. Whoa, 16 minutes, so 156? That doesn't sound so great. Sorry that y'all are having problems and issues, though. That sounds not so great. I guess this is not a true dungeon. You can't just do the leave dungeon. Yeah, Slayer, I don't know why it's kicking you and then having you re-log into queue. That sounds not so great. Bloodmancer, yeah, I don't know, man. Bloodmancer's pretty fun. That Blood Mist skill could be good, but it looks more like a escape, because it said like your movement speed gets slowed, but you're immune. So I'm not really sure what to make of that one right now. And then there's no other blood skill here. The next big skills are down here, I think. Which I've never seen these ones. Oh, there's Bone Spirit. And then here's like ultimate skills that are like on a way longer cooldown. Next Hemorrhage hits in an area. Very nice. That is like a big... That's a story quest that we're not on yet. But we can make our way down here because there's story quests to do for sure. I can show you the one fun, like, kind of like... I think it's like a Hellraiser reference or something? A subtle Hellraiser reference quest type thing. Not even getting to use Corpse Explode on these guys. Whoa, everything just died. All right, let's get a big, nice big density after. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That's Corpse Explode, by the way. That wasn't even Blood Surge. I think Blood Surge probably would have did the same, I imagine, but. Ah, sorry, Black Knight, that you got kicked after 30 minutes of playing. That kind of happened to us, too. Alright, we hit level 12. That's nice. We can do Decrepify. Curse 'em. Curse 'em, them Corpse Explode for more damage, but we probably don't even need that synergy at this point. Alright, note. Get this waypoint. So we can go back and forth. Pick up some side quests, do the main story, the next main story beat, see how far we get.
My husband, Fyodor, left our home in the middle of the night. I heard him talking to someone, another woman. I went to confront them, but they fled towards a strange light in the forest. They have been gone all night. I think it's time I went after him, but the forest is dangerous. Would you accompany me?
And then certain boots have different mechanics. So some have like, I don't know, it's not on these ones, but like they'll have like another evade or like move faster.
I provide a steady supply of, shall we say,
Soren, no problem. Definitely not me from GameSpot. That's Max Blumenthal, who's the Breath of the Wild expert. So I'm happy that he helped you learn how to win bomb.
I require a host of
He's got a bunch of tricks, bunch of things. He still does the everything you didn't know or things you didn't know still, like once a month. There's got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool tech.
They can reanimate with only a few drops of blood. I'd venture out and retrieve these myself, but I'm more accustomed to dealing with the fully dead. Your discretion is appreciated, of course, and you will be rewarded.
Oh, I wonder if... Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I wonder how this is gonna be, if it's gonna work on deck or not. Steam Deck. Because that...
What do you need?
Dangerous.
Provisant.
Although I guess you need a connection, though. But man, that's... I enjoyed playing D3 on Switch, because, like, you could just play like anywhere.
Us about that demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother.
The connection stuff is servers stuff, though. They like will ramp a little bit before a launch, but they don't truly like get more, right? They just kind of do their best to load manage. Because like you think about WoW expansions, they are always like littered with day 1, day 2 type issues. Wait, why are you telling me there's a quest here? That's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Did we not just talk to him? Pretty sure that was him, right? Alright, I don't know. I don't know why it's showing me that. Oh, you know what we should do? Is get rid of all this junk in our...
You can take what's left.
Get all rid of the junk. Oh, oops. What is this? Is this any good? Oh, wow! It's way more damage than the shield. Yeah, we don't need that invincibility right now, I don't think. Although it does reduce essence cost. I don't know. That seems... we don't even have anything that needs cooldown, but there's so much more damage. I think we go with the damage. Oh, that's... I swear last week it was... Maybe I can't remember, but I could have sworn it was letting me pick up like jewel hearts. Like where you pick up one, it would pick up the like nearby ones, but I guess it's not doing that. Or I just not remembering. We are clicking every one right now. Here, we'll do a quick side quest real quick so you can see the little thing I was talking about earlier. Figure out where her wife's husband is at. And a small dungeon too if I want to do that. No, not like this. All right, well, chat. This could be a problem. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. I'm gonna try it one time just in case, because we're here. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna exit Diablo, and then we're gonna try to get back in, and then we're gonna look at the queue, and then depending on the queue, we might just have to call it a stream because it just really depends on how long the queue is. We're expecting exceptionally high volume during the open beta. Login queue times may be longer during peak play times this weekend is the error, or not error message, but the critical message from Blizzard. We'll see how long the queue is. Last time we hopped back in, it was 20. That's maybe okay, but like anything, wowzers. Okay. 59, I don't think we're gonna stay around for 59 minutes this week. Realistically, unfortunately. I'm glad you guys got to see a little bit of the Necromancer, the Corpse Explodes, some of the kind of like Book of the Dead stuff with the Necro. Sorry, these queues, you know, I kind of expected this, that open beta was gonna be even tougher because there's just so many more people playing or trying to play this week. My advice, like I said earlier, if you're trying to play, I would say go wait it out a couple hours, let things kind of settle, let the dust settle a little bit, and then try again maybe like in a couple hours, 2-3 hours. Or if you're in queue and you just want to like do something on the side, come back to it, then play that way. Like that's what I do. Maybe go, you know, watch some shows or some anime or whatever, or like go read a book or something, and then come back later, check on it, because yeah, this ain't happening right now. And it's even giving you the estimated 59 minutes, so it could be longer. I know some folks in chat are also having the struggles of just, you know, getting finally through and then getting kicked out again. So hopefully that gets resolved for y'all. But really appreciate everyone spending the time today to check out the Necromancer. Again, glad we got to play a little bit, showcase some of the stuff. Wanted to show off more, obviously, but You know, maybe we'll get higher level. Maybe we just put something up over the weekend, some gameplay or something to show off some higher level stuff. Maybe some more legendaries, some legendary effects. But you know, stay tuned to GameSpot. In the future, we'll do more Diablo for sure when the release comes out. Anything that we can do before that, we'll do. There's a bunch of guides on our website if you want to, you know, if you're a beginner. Some people are saying beginner. There's a bunch of different guides on the site that tell you, like, you know, good builds for certain classes. There's galleries that show like a bunch of the legendary items if you want to see some of those that are in the beta at least. And yeah, like that's really it. Really appreciate everyone this week. Have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again. I'm going to go to this other screen. Bye.